Well, it looks like Concord is back in the news. The last time we talked about this game, it was an update on the fact that it's probably going to come back. Somebody is going on there, somebody from the development team, is going on and updating the game on Steam. We've seen some file packs on the Steam chart websites where you can go and see how many people are playing a game, and once in a while you'll see like one or two people pop up onto the servers, probably testing some stuff out, stuff like that. The game is probably going to come back as a free-to-play game. I think that's for sure going to happen. I'm kind of surprised that that's going to happen, to be honest, because it's going to take more money and time to make that happen. And this game has already lost so much money. I truly do believe that the tax write-off would be a better business move. And for that, everything would have to be destroyed or locked away and stuff like that. And I don't think that's going to happen. They still believe that this game, this game is going to take off. God bless them. I cannot try and talk someone out of pursuing their dreams. So best of luck with that, Sony. But now we're going to jump back over to not Firewalk Studios, but ProbablyMonsters. So ProbablyMonsters, if you remember the timeline of events of how this happened, Firewalk Studios and Concord began at ProbablyMonsters. That's the name of the studio where Firewalk began. That's the company name. Well, ProbablyMonsters is probably going to go out of business. So somebody reached out to Park Place and talked to John. I would assume John Trent is who spoke with this person. He's the guy who wrote the article. And it's a fantastic article. He goes over the whole timeline in detail. And then we get to this bit of information that is pretty interesting. So now a Concord insider tells the Park Place that he does not believe that ProbablyMonsters will survive moving forward, but he does think there are some people who might be able to salvage the company and thread the needle, but only time will tell. He also noted that morale at the company is horrifically low. So this is a Concord insider, I'm guessing, because there's not a lot of detail here, and I'm sure he doesn't want to give away his source, but the way this reads to me is that this is somebody that's on the current Concord team over at Firewalk Studios talking with their buddies over at ProbablyMonsters. And it's probably not going very well over there. I mean, this was a big thing for this game was supposed to prop up their studios because this is where Firewalk Studios was incubated, where it became the maker of the greatest game ever, Concord. And that did not happen. And I went and looked at their website. There's no games on here. A lot of talk about what they're going to do in their future and how they're going to make games better. We don't just want to make better games. We want to make gaming better. Monsters wanted. We're looking for bold thinkers, new worlds. There's no pictures of any games they're working on. Nothing. Like, this is the About page. Not even like, I don't know if they've actually even put anything out. You think if they did, they would have some kind of, list of the shit they've made. You go to Battle Barge, this is one of their studios. Firewalk used to be on here. You can learn about how they create, how they make, and their unique approach, but here's their benefits. There's no list of games on here. Maybe I should apply to work here. I'll go there and shake up the culture. So there's that one. Hidden Grove is another one. There's nothing on this page. The other page has more stuff on it. What are they doing over at Hidden Grove? They don't even tell you what kind of people they're looking for. They don't even want you to know who they're looking for. You go to incubation teams. There's nothing there. You got careers and contact. That's it. They got money from Sony. I don't know what they got from Sony. They've got money. Hell, they just opened up another location. They have 3 locations. 3 locations that are doing what? What are they doing? Sunset North, Eastgate, and Fort Worth. 1 in Texas, 2 in Washington. What is this company doing? Let's check out their YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel, nothing on it. What are they doing? So, I mean, a lot of structure, people working for them, but nothing that's been produced other than this, and they didn't even finish this. They sold this game to Sony. So all they're doing right now is wasting money. And yeah, I do believe morale is probably at an all-time low there. Why wouldn't it be? The biggest thing to come from their studio died. Probably the biggest, worst disaster of a release I've ever seen in a video game. This is going to go down historically as the worst release ever for a video game. I do truly believe that. And I don't know what else they've done. Go to IGN, search up ProbablyMonsters, all that pops up is Concord. That's it. So I don't think that they've worked on anything other than that game. And all they're doing right now is spending money. They don't have any income coming in other than the sale that they made of Firewalk Studios. So they've got 2 other big studios on them, and they've got some incubating. What are they making? So it's going to be interesting. I do believe this company will probably close. It seems like all they're doing is spending money, unless they've got something that can come out. Who would dare give them money for investment? What would you go to ProbablyMonsters for after seeing this piece of shit? Anybody? Here's this list. He's got these lists of DMs here from somebody that worked. She was the Firewalk Studios concept artist. I was going to DM you after seeing this, but this site makes me pay to do that. So at the risk of getting dogpiled, I'm just going to say this here. A lot affected the art side of Concord, including design by committee, failure of some leadership to listen to the art team. The character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally. Some of the team no longer wants to work in games, design characters, even do more after this. Because of this, posts like yours, though understandable, are unfortunately ill-timed. None of us know which way the wind will blow with the studio. We are worried, sick, and terrified of the future. Not only that, but we have been shouldering the brunt of the emotional labor as executive directors dodge most of the blame. Behind the scenes, all of this talk about Concord and character designs, people's livelihoods are at risk, and there are very real financial consequences that might hurt us even more. That's just what I can say from our point of view. I'm not saying change course or anything. Us artists like being able to use social media to promote our work and get more jobs. I'm saying we see this, and it does absolutely affect us since we got our teeth kicked in. Well, we did learn, thanks to that post from her, and I want to give her some credit here. We learned that they didn't listen to anybody. Maybe some of the artists said, I think some of these are bad ideas. Like, some of the characters are okay. Not all of these characters were bad. There were a couple that were okay. I think with different coloring, maybe a little bit, not most of these. The ones we're looking at aren't that good. But I think, with some redesigns and colors, like some of these could have been salvaged. But we learned that there was the bosses that were so high up their own asses with this game that they didn't listen to anybody, and they paid the price for it. And they, of course, do dodge everything, and it's the people that worked on it that get hurt the most. So, I do feel for them at that in that aspect. For those that noticed red flags like this character that's smiling at us right here at the front of this page, you should have listened to them. If anybody had concerns about this, they were right. And you should have listened. You should probably promote that person because they won't be a yes man to you. But what can they do? They can only do so much. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.